viewers. The new books, which is uh, perhaps 3 days ago, was uploaded or issued by the NCRT, the new history textbook of class 8th. Uh, in that history textbook of class 8th, there were the new brutality of Mughals were added in it, and without any blame disclaimer. And book introduces with the Delhi Sultanate, the Mughals, and the British rule. And unlike earlier editions, it also added the violent episodes that those Mughal emperor did in their respective timelines. And book includes also a special note which says that no one should be held responsible today for events in the past. Means it there is you can say, in my opinion, there is a type of idea which shares that I will tell you the fact, but that fact should not be used for today. Like we have seen in the just some months ago, there is a riot happened in West Bengal, Murshidabad, and before that in UP, uh, in Sambhal province of UP. So we have seen violence in those areas related to religious on religious minorities, and with a class of religions, like in UP it is said that inside the mosque there is a temple. So this is the disclaimer that has been given in the book, that no one should be held responsible today for the events that happened in the past. And if I would tell you what the books, what is in the written in the books on Babur, it is said that he was also brutal and ruthless conqueror, slaughtering entire population of cities, enslaving women and children, which is definitely a fact. Taking pride in erecting erecting towers of skulls. This is what it is written. And if you look at the earlier class 7th old books, which is now going on, and these new books will be added to the syllabus of those students who will who is in 2025-2026 in class 8th. So earlier class 7 books says that only mentioned the that Babur has conquered Agra, Babur has conquered Kabul and Delhi, but it had not mentioned any type of brutality that the new book that was issued by NCERT today, or if I would say some days ago. And on Akbar, it says that his reign is described as the blend of brutality and tolerance, and it also recounts the Chittorgarh massacre, which killed 30,000 civilians in Chittorgarh. It is mentioned in that book, in new book of class 8th. And his message of victory written in the book is that with our bloodthirsty sword, we have destroyed temples and all over Hindustan. We have destroyed temples all over Hindustan. This was written. And Aurangzeb, the book says that they demolished temples at Benares, Mathura, Somnath, and Sikh Gurudwaras, while some edicts gave protection to the some temples. And also, I was watching one of the interview of Javed Akhtar. He said that Aurangzeb gives what I call concession or perhaps donation to various temples. And also, it should be not forget that Aurangzeb also demolished several Hindu temples and Gurudwaras. So it is mentioned in that book that his farmans make his personal religious motive clear too, which says that demolish temples and make mosques there, which has been seen in Ayodhya. And this new book also deleted several prominent figures of history which cannot be removed, in my opinion. Prominent figures like Razia Sultan and Nur Jahan was dropped from new textbook class 8th. Razia Sultan was she was the first woman emperor of India in that very early age of her life. And Nur Jahan, when her husband dies, she has a and when her husband was not died, when her husband was living, then still Nur Jahan was an influence on the court of Shah Jahan. And it is said that when Shah Jahan died, then Nur Jahan Nur Jahan issues a coin on which her image was depicted. So Razia Sultan, Nur Jahan was dropped from, but it should not be removed in my opinion. And also there were major deletions like Tipu Sultan, who were referred to as Tiger of Mysore in old class 8th history of textbook. And there is also a second character whose name is Hyder Ali. He too has been deleted from the new textbook of class 8th. And there has been a nearly four or perhaps four Anglo-Mysore war has been fought between Tipu Sultan and Britishers, but that was completely removed in new edition. And Tipu Sultan is also considered as a great king because he discourages those people, those traders, those merchants who sell their spices to the Britishers, because Tipu Sultan says to them, and which is a fact, which came into after later after that, that Britishers buys those spices at cheap rates and sell those at their European markets at a high level. So Tipu Sultan discouraged this move of trade merchants at that time, and therefore he has to fight fort battle, Anglo battle war with Britishers. So, but now it has been removed completely. So that's all of news. Thank you very much.